Have you ever wondered what's inside the lock that keeps your home safe? We use them every day, but how are these amazing little security devices actually made? From a simple piece of steel to a complex mechanism. Today, we're going on an exclusive tour inside a lock factory to reveal every single step of the process. Trust me, you'll never look at a lock the same way again. Before a single piece of metal is cut, everything begins in the digital world. Engineers use advanced computer-aided design, or CAD software, to meticulously design and simulate the lock's internal structure. They map out every tiny pin, spring, and groove to ensure it's both secure and smooth. This digital blueprint is the master plan for the entire production line. Now let's talk about materials. The strength and durability of a lock depend entirely on what it's made of. For the main body, manufacturers often use tough materials like stainless steel or zinc alloy. The heart of the lock, the cylinder and pins, are usually made from brass because it's resistant to corrosion and easy to machine precisely. And of course, we can't forget the tiny but crucial springs that provide the tension needed for the locking mechanism. These high-quality raw materials are the foundation of a reliable lock. With the designs finalized and materials selected, it's time to bring the lock to life. The first step is shaping the lock body. Large blocks of stainless steel or zinc alloy are fed into massive CNC machines. These computer-controlled giants follow the CAD program with incredible precision, cutting, milling, and shaping the raw metal into the familiar form of a lock case. At the same time, specialized drills create the precise holes where the lock cylinder and pin tumblers will eventually be placed. It's a symphony of automated machinery, turning raw metal into perfectly formed components. But a rough metal case isn't very appealing or durable. That's why the next stage is all about surface treatment. First, the lock bodies go through a grinding process to smooth out any rough edges left from machining. Then, they are polished to a brilliant shine. Finally, they receive an anti-corrosion plating, often using materials like chrome or nickel. This not only gives the lock its sleek, finished look, but also protects it from rust and wear, ensuring it can withstand the elements for years to come. While the lock body is being perfected, the most critical component, the lock core, is being crafted with surgical precision. This is the part you stick your key into. Inside the brass core, specialized machines cut intricate channels for the pins and a central groove that allows the core to rotate. It's mind-bogglingly precise work. The security of the entire lock depends on these internal pathways being machined to exact specifications. Simultaneously, other machines are busy producing the tiny components that make the lock work, the pins and springs. There are two types of pins, driver pins and key pins. They are machined to various lengths, and this variation is what makes each lock unique. The tiny springs are also created, designed to push the driver pins into the locked position. The combination of these different sized pins is the secret code that only the correct key can solve. Now for the assembly of the core, which feels like solving a tiny, high-stakes puzzle. Skilled technicians or automated systems carefully load the key pins, driver pins, and springs into the channels of the lock core. They follow a specific pinning chart that corresponds to the key's unique cut. This sequence determines the lock's combination. Once all the pins are in place, the core is sealed, trapping the mechanism inside. This is the moment the lock gets its unique identity. So, how is the key made? It starts as a key blank, a flat piece of metal stamped out by a powerful machine. This blank is then sent to a key cutting machine. Guided by the same digital code that determined the pin combination, this machine precisely cuts the V-shaped grooves, or bitting, along the edge of the key. Each cut corresponds to a specific pin height inside the core. The depths and positions of these cuts are what make your key different from anyone else's. With both the core and key ready, it's time for the first crucial test, the marriage of key and core. A technician inserts the newly cut key into the assembled core. The goal is to see if the key can lift all the key pins to the perfect height, creating a straight shear line that allows the core to turn. If it doesn't turn smoothly, the key's grooves are adjusted with micro-precision until the fit is perfect. This step ensures that the key and lock are a perfect match. We're getting close to the finish line. It's time for the final assembly. For a padlock, this means fitting the completed core into the lock body and then attaching the U-shaped shackle. For a door lock, the cylinder is fitted into its housing. Everything is secured tightly with screws or retaining pins. A final test is done to check the overall mechanism. Does the key turn smoothly? Does the shackle click open and shut without any hitches? Every single lock is manually checked for flawless operation. But a lock doesn't just need to work smoothly. It needs to be tough. That's where the torture testing begins. Some locks are placed in automated machines that open and close them hundreds, sometimes thousands of times, to test their long-term durability. Others face a brutal assault. They are tested for their resistance to sawing, hammering, and even drilling. High-security locks are also put into special chambers to test their resistance to rust and corrosion, simulating years of outdoor exposure. Only the toughest locks pass these tests. Finally, the lock is ready for its branding and packaging. A laser or engraving machine permanently marks the lock with the manufacturer's logo and important quality certifications, like an ISO standard. This is a stamp of quality and assurance for the customer. The finished, tested, and branded locks are then carefully placed into their packaging, along with their keys and any necessary instructions or mounting hardware. The boxes are sealed and prepared for shipment, ready to be sent to stores and homes all around the world. So there you have it. From a digital design and a block of raw steel to a fully tested packaged security product ready to protect your valuables. The process combines heavy-duty machining with incredibly delicate precision work. Every single step, from cutting the metal to testing the final product, is designed to create a device you can rely on. The next time you turn a key in a lock, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey of engineering and manufacturing that went into making that simple, yet vital, piece of security. Thank you so much for joining us on this fascinating tour. If you enjoyed learning about how things are made, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more behind-the-scenes videos. See you in the next one.